Is it just me, or you be talking to somebody or even dating somebody, right? And be so in love, like just love this motherfucker. See absolutely no wrong in them, just love them. Then one day you're just like, I don't like you no more. We could be having a good day. And I just be like, I don't like you no more. I don't like the person you are. I don't like the way you move. I don't like the way you think. I just don't like you. So I want to leave. Just like that. Like, I want to go. I don't want to talk anymore. Is that just me?
Hey, my people, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, Mara Davids, and I'm back again with another interesting video. So, do you think it's okay for someone to be in a relationship with somebody and all of a sudden you just look at the person and be like, you know what? I don't think I really like you anymore. I don't think this can ever work. Do you think it's okay? Because when this lady posted this video, for the first thing that came to my mind was this is exactly what men will say to you after they've made you to love them so much, they made you to trust them so much. The next thing they'll just be like, I have someone else. I can't do this anymore. I don't want something serious. They just try to break your heart and all of that. But then the kind of reaction I was getting on this video, people were like, oh, probably she's bipolar or she's a narcissist, that it's not okay for you to be thinking like that. Definitely, you don't love yourself. Like a lot of, misconception. But I would really love to know your own thought. What is your take when somebody just decides to you're flowing with someone, a partner, you guys are flowing, everything is okay, then all of a sudden they just don't like the person anymore, you're not just feeling the person anymore. Is it okay? Is it an okay behavior or not? Let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. I have a few reactions to share with you also. Let's watch the stitches together and I will share my thoughts at the end of the stitches.
I want to go. I don't want to talk anymore. Is that just me?
Now, I've seen a lot of comments, and I've seen some people say this is a new level of evil, especially a lot of men. They were very triggered by it. But men do the same thing to women all the time, but we're not even going to go there. That's not even our direction. This has happened plenty of times. And what the reality is, and what she's not saying, and what she's missing in context of saying, is that a lot of women romanticize men. We romanticize a man, whatever he shows us in the first month, right? You'll be dating a guy, he'll be consistent, he's showing up for you, he's doing all the things that you look for in a man, that you were taught to look for in a man. What did your father say? What did your brother say? What did your friends say? What did society say? If a man is showing up for you, if a man wants to do for you, he will. If he's consistent, he really likes you. So a lot of men use this tactic to trap you, to get into your mind, to get you to like them, to get you to fall for them, to get you to romanticize them. Most women, when you really think back on a man that you were with and you thought you loved, you really didn't love him, you romanticized him. You created a fantasy in your head, and that's what was hard for you to wake up and break from. So when the guy actually starts showing you who he really is and the mask starts falling off, you actually start seeing the red flags. Those green flags start to turn into yellow flags and then red flags. But it's hard to notice red flags when you have fantasized somebody. You start making excuses for that person. You start lying to yourself. You start gaslighting yourself. You start saying like, oh, no, he's amazing. And then you really actually get to know that man. You get to see through the BS. You get to see that everything that he was talking and gassing himself up about is not actually real. That he's not really that guy that he presented himself to be in the beginning. So then you get the ick. You start to develop the ick for him. You start to look at him. You start to notice that he's not as clean as he seems to be, or he's not as put together as he portrays to be. He actually don't have his life together, and he actually don't know what he wants to do with himself, and he's all over the place. You start to see that he's actually really, really insecure. You actually see that he doesn't have the confidence that he also portrayed to you in the beginning. You also start to see that he's not really the leader that he also tried to pretend to be. And then you also see how immature he is, and he starts to remind you of like your little brother or your little boy cousin. And then the ick grows, and it gets bigger, and it grows. And then you wake up one day and you look at him, and he could be eating, he could be sitting on the couch laughing at something, and you start to really see him. You start to really notice and see the flaws, and then the illusion and the fantasy that you created dies. And you'll be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like this guy like that. I really thought I liked him, but I really don't. And you shouldn't feel bad for doing that. What you should stop doing, though, is stop romanticizing men. We were lied to. These books, magazines, teen magazines that we used to read about romantic books and how men are and all of these fantasies we had of them, it's not real. And a lot of you guys really don't like the true nature of men if you really think about it. We actually start trying to make men be like women. And one thing you need to realize is that men and women are not the same. We have two different brains. We literally look at things differently. We think differently. So the best thing that you can do for yourself when out here dating is date in reality and date in what you're looking for from that person and what that person wants from you. Don't get caught up in fantasy. Those first 3 months that a man show you is not who he really is. And actually, I've had too many men tell me the first month is he's going to be whatever you want him to be. And then that second month, the mask starts falling because people can't pretend for long. But narcissists can, but that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. Have you ever had the ick? I know plenty of men have. So comment below and let me know your thoughts. I want to know what the ladies got to say about this.
Is it just me, or you be talking to somebody or even dating somebody, right?
Y'all, I understand exactly where she's coming from. Like they said, infatuation. I seen the surface level you. I liked it. Got to know you beyond the surface level. Didn't like it, and I left. Honestly, it's just like buying a car. You really wanted it. You went and test drove it. You didn't like it. Would you buy it?
Just love them. Then one day you're just like, I don't like you no more. We could be having a good.
So I saw when Maxie first posted this, and I was like, girl, same, like, cause you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Feelings change every day. But I didn't know until I got on Twitter and I came back and I seen JC's video that y'all was calling Maxie bipolar for this. First of all, like JC said, y'all not fucking psychiatrists. Stop diagnosing people. Secondly, I don't think she's bipolar. I think it's intuition. Every time that, you get what I'm saying, I love somebody, and you know, this could be platonic or whatever, you know, somebody in a relationship with, friends with, every time, you get what I'm saying, I'm around people and I start to feel like that, like, you know, 1 minute I'm just, you know, I love you, I'm infatuated with you, I fuck with you, I like hanging around you, and then I start feeling weird about you, I be right. And y'all need to start paying attention to them feelings too. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's you self-sabotaging, but a lot of times you don't know what these people are saying or doing behind your back. You feel me? People love you to your face and then be behind your back talking about, oh, I can't stand this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Talking to the next motherfucker about you. You get what I'm saying? Like, wishing bad on you. You telling them all your good news, and whole time they like, why is it happening to her and not to me? You feel me? And the same thing goes for relationships. Like, you think you in love with somebody and it's going good the whole time. They thinking about their ex, or you feel what I'm saying? They fantasize about another relationship, or they really just ain't even happy. So I don't think she's wrong for this, or it has nothing to really just do with her being a Gemini, her being bipolar. Like, I call that intuition.
Wrong in them, just love them. Then one day you're just like, I don't like you no more.
I feel like, yeah, what people say is either infatuation or maybe it's just a thing of you're not mentally ready for any type of relationship. And some people never are ready for like a deep relationship. If you're like a fling person, or if you're a short time person, that's fine. There's no shame in that. Live your truth. But at the same time, I don't think you should be getting mad at people for saying, like, you're infatuated or you ain't gonna find nobody permanent, because you probably won't. Because maybe it's a situation where you attract the people who just aren't good for you and you know it. You know, some people have that situation. My sister has that situation where she attracts people who needs to get taken care of. You know, people who wants to be treated like a baby and all that type of stuff, because she has such a motherly figure about her. And maybe that might be your case, but I don't know. Like, maybe you might just want to be single, stay single, and that's okay. I just feel like, don't let people get to you. Just go ahead and do your own thing. Honestly, you probably shouldn't have uploaded that in the first place because it's, none of their business in the first place. But I guess at the same time, you can upload whatever you want to upload. But, try not to get surprised when a take like that, gets tossed around and gets viral, because that take in itself is, from looking at it generally from the face value, is extremely toxic. But I'm sure she has her ways of, like, what's going on internally with her. Maybe it's not toxic at all. Maybe it's just a thing for her. Maybe it's something coinciding with her sexuality or something coinciding with her mentally. Whatever it is, I hope she finds her way and whatnot and figures out what it is, because it's better to figure it out. Even if you might not find another forever person or 6-month person or 7-month person or 2-month person. Maybe you might even find a week person, 2-week person. At least be sure of yourself. That's all you need. It don't really matter about anything else. You just be sure of yourself, I guess.
You be talking to somebody or even dating somebody, right?
I don't know if it's just me, but I'm so confused on why everybody is so mad at this. So this guy shared to Twitter within the last like 24 to 72 hours or whatever. And when I tell you the men have been upset, and not only that, I shared it and I quoted or captioned the share and I said that men do this all the time. And now they're foaming at the mouth because they realize women are capable of doing the same thing, basically, in so many words, is what I said. And of course, I'm getting attacked too. And the crazy part is, I've seen in the comments the quote tweets and everything, and even women are siding with men and saying that this is narcissism, this is bipolar. How? Like, y'all learn words and y'all just throw them around. That is not narcissism or bipolar. Like, can bipolar and narcissist people do this? Absolutely. But this does not make you a narcissist or a bipolar person. And I wish people stop trying to diagnose people or use like mental illness terms as like an insult or a jab at people, because it's not cute. It's not a gotcha. It's not whatever. But anyway, my whole thing on this is, I don't think that in a situation like this, which happens a lot more than we want to admit or that we share, men and women, right? For men and women, that the love that we think that we have for someone, especially early, is normally not love. It's infatuation mixed with care and lust. And a lot of times we confuse infatuation with love. And so basically that's what I think is described here. Honestly, the word isn't love, it's infatuation. And when that infatuation wears off, reality sets in. And that happens like almost all the time for anyone in any relationship. And that reality is either going to be, I really love it here, or I don't like it here at all. Or it could be in between. This is a great person, but I'm not feeling them like that. I can't see myself being with them long term. And that was the case here. And I feel that is perfectly okay. We have to stop villainizing people for being unhuman. This is a human thing. Like, this is not mental illness. This is a human thing. Every relationship or connection is not meant to be something long term. It's not meant to be marriage. It's not meant to be none of that. And yet we try to force it to be that. And I hate that it's so many men attacking this woman here because of this. And I think it all boils down to women having autonomy, women having control in situations like this, or at least taking advantage of their control, the power that they have. And men don't like that because, of course, a lot of men, I'm not saying all, but a lot of men love to have control. And in situations like this, they have no control necessarily.
It's more so like when a woman this confident decides like this is not, I'm not feeling this no more, and she's like, I gotta go, I'm walking away. They see that as like a jab, as a insult, as a as a threat to their ego, to their masculinity, whatever it is. And that's why the responses are almost all negative to this. When in reality, this isn't really human. It's normal. It's okay. Now, am I saying it's okay to lead people on and stuff like that? No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is it's okay to get to know somebody, and in the process of getting to know them, realize that y'all are not aligned, that the chemistry is just not there, you're not feeling it. It's okay in the process of getting to know somebody and dating someone to realize that you don't see yourself really being with them long term. It's okay to realize that you see somebody only as a friend when you initially thought you may want more. It's okay. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay for your priorities to change. It's okay for your standards and your boundaries to change. If you want to change them every damn day, do that. It's your life. It's your body. It's your time. It's your energy. And people are so mad about this, but that's the reality. It's real, it's human, and it's okay. Like I said, I'm not saying it's okay to lead people on, but I think we all need to realize the difference between infatuation and love. And when you mix infatuation with lust and care and concern, because most of us have a general care for people, especially women, we tend to care a lot. We confuse that for love. And it's okay, but hopefully we get to a point where we start recognizing when we're just infatuated and not in love with somebody, and we decide to like practice self-preservation rather than wasting our time. Right? But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say because I'm just sick of it. I'm tired of seeing the negative responses. I'm tired of being attacked about it because, I mean, and it's Women's Month. So I'm going to stand up for women when they have valid points and when women are practicing their autonomy. And we have the rights to do that. This world doesn't want us to do that. But please, ladies, if you listen to this, if you watching this, take advantage of your autonomy. Practice self-preservation. Remove yourself from a situation like this woman says she does or she wants to when you know or feel that this is not serving you or this person is not for you. It's okay. But don't, of course, don't be an ass. Don't be mean. Don't be nasty. But remove yourself if you feel that this is not for you. I'd rather you do that than stay and be miserable, gain weight, lose your hair, have kids, get married and everything. And then are you like, not only are you resenting them, but maybe you step out and you cheat or you do something that could really hurt this person when they may really like you or love you. I'm sorry, love you. So, ladies, please don't listen to nobody talking about this is narcissism or bipolar disorder, whatever it is. And the women who agree with that, girls, seek help. Like, male-centeredness is not cute. You need to learn how to stand up on your own 2 feet and embrace your power. Don't get mad at other women because they can embrace their own power and autonomy. Maybe take notes. That's all I gotta say.
If you're still here, thank you so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this video. Kindly put your thoughts and your comment and your suggestion and also your opinion in the comment section. Okay, now we're talking about if it's okay for you to just like someone and you're feeling the person, then all of a sudden, boom, the feelings are out and you don't like the person anymore. Do you think probably the person is suffering from a particular disorder or it's just a natural human feeling? So when it comes to being in a relationship with someone, I feel like the very first time, you guys are getting to talk and all of that. Probably especially if probably you've been alone for a while or you've been bored and you see someone to talk to, you see someone that calls you all the time, you hang out, you do this, you're chatting, you're all giggling. I feel like that period you might not be able to settle and really look at the red flags. in this particular person. So you might not even know that, okay, these are the things I'm supposed to watch over. But because of the excitement, that first time you're talking, you're seeing, you're hanging out, you're chatting, you're giggling on the phone, you might not really like, you easily get carried away on what is really going on. But then when you really start going deep into the relationship, then you'll start seeing some things, probably the way he laughs, the way he snores. You start seeing some things, or the way some little behavior that you didn't notice at a point. You might start seeing them, or probably when you guys are having your first fight, you having issues and all of that. You start seeing these things, and you ask yourself like, okay, what am I doing with this person? Like, what am I really doing with this person? Do I even really like this person, or I'm just excited because of the fact that I was, distracted? Because most people sometimes, get to talk to people or get to meet people or are excited talking to people just to get distracted, out of, day-to-day hustle, day-to-day anxiety and all of that. But because you have someone that will not take you away from your sorrow and, distracts you for that moment, sometimes you might not even see the red flags until you're really going deep into the relationship and when it gets too serious. So for me, I don't think there is something wrong when you like someone and all of a sudden you don't like the person anymore. I don't think there is something. I just feel like probably there are some things that you were not seeing initially when you were dating the person, or when you just met the person. And I just feel like probably there are some things you did not notice, or some behavior you were not seeing in the person, and you later started seeing it. Or there's some behavior the person might be hiding because, of course, you just met, and the person might not want to show you everything or tell you everything about themselves, but because you started finding out some things about them, it just makes you don't like them anymore. And it's okay. I don't think it should be like a disorder. I just feel like we are humans. We can like and unlike, if that makes sense. And then another thing is that most people, or people have made we women to think that we must be in a relationship to be happy. No matter what the person does, we must stick to the person, just because being alone is scary. You're going to die alone. Women should not be alone, no matter the kind of money you have, no matter the kind of success you've attained. You shouldn't be alone as a woman. So that kind of fear that was put in women, some women, just being in a relationship regardless of the red flags they're seeing. And even if they know that, okay, I don't think I really like this person anymore, they just lie to themselves and just still stay in the relationship no matter what, just because they're afraid of being alone, or they're afraid of they might not find someone better and all of that. But this particular behavior of, just liking someone and all of a sudden you're giving attitude, or you don't like the person anymore, not liking the person again. I feel like the best people that do this are the men. As I said earlier, this is their behavior. When I saw the video, I was like, okay, women are waking up to see that, okay, if a man can treat me like this, I'll treat him like that as well. Men easily love bomb you. They make you feel like you're everything. They can't do anything without you, especially when they just met you and everything. I feel like men, intentionally, some men, not all men, some men intentionally just, get you to be involved with them, even though you might not even see them like that at first. They make you to trust them so much, then at the end of the day they'll, love bomb you. Then at the end of the day they'll just start acting anyhow. If I'm wrong, let me know that in comment section. But then, do you think she having this attitude means she's bipolar or something else? And it's okay for you to air your opinion in the comment section, because I really love to read your comments, and I would love to hear your thoughts as well in the comment section. All right, thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and kindly turn on the post notification bell so you can get notified once I upload another interesting video like this one. And I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.